What's up, Army? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
Anyo, loibnida.
Keith.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Curtis.
You know the vibes. Y'all seen the picture. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know why y'all here. Easy to hardest BTS dances.
Don't ever come in our comments thinking you could slander idols or that's cool or that's what we were doing. We don't hate anyone in BTS. We love all the members just like we love everyone that we cover.
OT7.
Tell them.
OT7.
I say.
Make sure you guys jump on the Patreon. This has been one of the funnest months on there. That in the Soup season 2 episode 1 was fucking god tier.
We
That was so
tonight
crazy.
or tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Episode 2, yeah, tomorrow.
Really?
But that jump was god tier. The RM and Pharrell conversation was off the chain.
That was one of my favorite watches of the whole year.
It was one of my favorite reactions to Biscuits.
There's so many. Give it a second. I got you. It's so many like decent things on there. The Mama performances, other live performances, exclusive choreo battles, and some more concert stuff that's gonna be dropping today on there. That is gonna be a surprise. But before we get into the video, I owe Keith and Kurt something. For a minute now, we've always been talking about like kimchi and all the stuff. So I figure I'd bring some in for both of y'all today.
Oh, kimchi.
My stuff, man.
What's a nice bag you got there?
Yeah, this is my Vegas bag.
Such a romantic guy. Nick one of those people like when he buy you something, he happier for you.
The
That
kimchi
just makes you
stuff.
so happy though.
Yeah.
Like when someone's energy is like that.
I had extras
like, you
just in
gotta
case somebody wanted
reciprocate
more.
I don't know.
Y'all want one? You okay? Did you want to try one? You
You
can
can
leave
leave
one.
one.
But no, but the big boy.
Ooh, kimchi.
That's awesome.
I grew up with this, and before I knew this was SK's food of food.
If you don't mind me asking, was that I know you had mentioned when we had talked about it a while ago that that your grandma had made kimchi and everything?
Yeah, we make it by scratch. But when we don't feel like making it by scratch, I normally just go to H Mark and go grab something. So I had got you guys. I couldn't get rice because like
Both of
none
these
of
are
the
mine or
stuff was
one
open.
and one?
Huh?
Both of these are mine?
Yeah, you can both. I
Thank
wanted
you,
y'all
thank
to try it with
Like a mukbang?
yeah, something like that. I'll record like you guys like trying it. You just pretty much go from there.
Anyone who get aroused by mine eating sick person. Sick person.
Look at me in the. It's like I wish that was mine.
He'll be licking his lips like LL up here.
You know it's nothing better than melting vanilla ice cream on your chest, make it melt down to your genitals.
Yeah, that shit smells strong.
I just love like the smell of it and shit, like kimchi.
that should have cleared your fucking.
I don't even know what it's supposed to smell like.
I'm a lifelong cabbage eater, so I love cabbage whether it's like the Jamaican prepared kind or just traditional soul food or with like some turkey
shit
or
bubbling,
bacon
dog.
in there. I don't eat pork anymore, so I
bubbling.
don't really get
Yeah,
that.
you like that?
It's weird.
Dig in a little bit, y'all. It's probably enough for everybody to get like 2 or 3 or something like that, and then just
That shit alive.
Cheesy Keith trying spicy cabbage.
Cheesy Keith made a mistake.
Delicious. Was it hot, Kurt?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I'm usually someone who can't do hot stuff or like doesn't have the experience, I guess, with as much hot stuff. So I'm not as adjusted to it.
Go again.
But I could definitely see that with rice too, though, as far as like how it would have.
Everybody got one, bro. Get your biscuit.
누가 먹었나?
Left on track.
Shit, J-Ho! Hey! It's like every TikTok dance. Hey.
I remember this. They all had jobs.
Oh yeah, like what we'd be doing if we wasn't doing this.
I'm starting to get scared. What was this video made?
7 months ago. It's brand new.
Some of these songs.
Hold on, wait. 29?
That's your bro. Look.
29? Toughest B-side of all time. Still bunt. No, it's the high note that gets in here.
Might just spin the block on some of these.
Demon, let us.
Whoa! 26? This gotta go in the choreo battle.
Back say. Shit. Shit. Hey, yeah. Say what you want. Remember we just did this? Hello, 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 hello. Tell me what you want right now. Hey, walk that shit out. Hey, hey. Shit. So I know that ain't who it is. They're on my mind. On my mind. Any more? You okay?
What? Chicken?
Pretty good. Come on. BTS! 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 Come on, let's fucking look at Head Sugar. On my lady! This song was stuck in my head for like 3 weeks. They was like, I'm fine, fine, fine. Shit.
I'm saying that.
I don't know about this, man.
That's a little up there.
Make it loud.
Whoa,
Make it loud.
It's one of my favorites.
Shit.
Song and choreo.
Nah, I love Run as a song. This choreography not harder than Fake Love.
Mic drop. Mic drop. Hit him with the. Hey, I know they ain't who I think it is. Shit. I need you.
How recent is this?
7 months. Brand new.
So they definitely hold Map of Soul 7 stuff higher.
Maybe. had me pretty high up there as far as choreo, but you know what? This could have been number one with Jim and abs.
That's the face for me.
Right here when they do that, hit the high note. Yeah. Shit. What? Danger. I wonder would they rate certain choreos harder to do when they were younger? You know what I mean?
Shit with a lot of jumping around and everything like that, I can imagine.
Got one, Kurt.
Yep.
We made it. Shit. Oh! Nah, keep. They had formations and spring day different.
This is my sleeper right here. This is my sleeper.
Sleeper choreo or song?
Or B-side, because B-side. This is a fire.
This is top 10 song
This is a high B-side for me.
Yeah, this is my top 10. So I was
You
bringing
got the best of me. Y'all already know how we. You can't stop me loving Mars. It's like it's Mike. It's like some Mike would have told somebody. Mike would have hit somebody like, you can't stop me loving Mars. Shit, we go hard. Cause it go bang, 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 bang. Back when they would have stole your lunch money. Chill. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, wait. Get nasty. Where Cookie at? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, it's New York in 2011. Told you. Look, tell us about today. I thought he was getting light. Footwork.
Let me see the jug. Oh, they ain't fire yet.
I was gonna say that'd be fire up there.
Fire, gotta be up.
I ain't see blood, sweat, and tears yet neither.
Yo, so number one gotta be
Fire or DNA.
DNA fire on.
Yeah, DNA fire on.
Where would they have Dionysus then? Dionysus is harder than.
I didn't see it. This is a controversy.
I can see Dionysus
on and fire. Dionysus on and fire, right? It would have to be top 3.
I thought Dionysus.
At least that's what I would think.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Fire on.
Fire and
on.
DNA. Got it. Ain't no way they don't put DNA on this list.
I have on is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So which one?
Yeah, I'm
Fire,
curious now.
fire,
Which one
gotta be
which one left off?
Uh-oh. Ow! Fire was the third jump that I expected.
Shit! BTS!
You know what?
BTS!
DNA.
I know it's DNA.
No, I'll tell you why. Because nothing else from Mapper 7 is on. Mapper Soul 7 is on here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Wait, except for Dionysus, right?
Dionysus is on that, I think.
So how was On not on here? Black Swan. Okay.
Shit! BTS!
So the sound, so the gun. Here we go.
Look up like Volta. Hey, na. Footwork! Shit! Not Visor and fucking J-Hope.
Will you do that with y'all?
Oh, you gotta chill. Boom, 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 boom.
What song is this again?
It's that boom boom MCT. It says Nick the guy. He said,
Nah,
no, Lo, you off the hook, Lo.
Would you do the
So
DNA choreo?
I think this. I don't know. This list already got problems with me.
I do that joint.
As an entry caveat, what songs were released after this video was made?
Well, the video was made 7 months
This
ago.
is pretty new.
And
What I-
Dionysus is on Map of Soul 7, so On
So no
and
On.
Black
Yeah.
Swan.
Okay.
should
What
be
I
up there
will,
too.
what I will say is,
You
I
can't tell me
think,
On ain't top 30.
I think dancing is gonna be
Dionysus is on Persona.
Persona. Yeah, 7.
It's also on 7.
It's on 7.
No, I know, but I'm saying those were like continuations, so that's what I'm saying. think about the songs that's just on Persona first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So taking Map of Soul out. Okay. Yeah.
Map of Soul and B.
I know dancing and choreography is going to be very much like subjective, and people going to have preferences and everything. I do feel like it is like 5 BTS songs that I don't care what no one's listed should be at least in top 15 or 10 range. Once I seen Ampon Man, I was already kind of like, let's see where this goes.
When the first 3 songs are songs that I don't have downloaded, that's when I kind of know, like, okay, wait a minute, because there's a choreo for almost every damn song.
Did we do Adult Child? That shit sound a little fire.
I was
Adult
curious
Child
about that
sound a
too.
little fire.
Kind of new songs.
And Adult Child sound a little fire. Jump in the comments. Let us know we did that because I heard you say we gotta spin the block back on some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be funny.
Noah's interesting too. The title of the video says dances, but when the video starts, it says choreos. So I was curious if they were using them synonymously or if there was any distinction kind of between the two in the labeling of them.
I figured this would have just been the choreos. There's no way they make the distinction like I do. I mean, I'm just saying, because I don't think that's too popular when it comes to how we judge this. But anyway,
2.1 is crazy for a difficulty level.
Well, not only that,
I tried to be objective with this though.
we don't have a lot of instances where we actually just see them dancing. More times than not, we're seeing them doing choreo. So for that to be, I agree with Lo for once. The distinction is kind of like out the window. You know what I mean? For the video, it's all one and the same.
Nah, I went into that the same way too. Whether it was dancing or choreo, I just assumed whatever was them killing that shit the best on camera was going to be rated from best to from easiest to hardest to do.
There was 2 kind of aspects that made me curious with this. Was one, I understand they're labeling the difficulty level. I just wish there was a little bit of description as to what meets those requirements for them.
Yes, I want to know what's the analytics.
Yes, exactly. Is it difficulty based on formation?
Imagine someone's like, yo, they jumped the most in this, so that's difficult.
This is honestly somebody's opinion.
I was just curious the metrics of stuff.
Well, with the way this channel is set up, a lot of things are fact based. Like they do mostly
fact based.
Yeah, like as far as like number goes and
I'm
stuff.
the only fact based thing in K-pop.
He was like, nigga, you just got it.
I've been here as long as y'all.
Oh my god. But the channel that like we watching on and shit, a lot of their things mostly are like analytics based. Like they got the numbers from here, they did this from here,
and
blah
also,
blah.
They listed this, so they didn't just put it in,
You're not gonna throw the difficult level just
order.
Yeah.
They numbered this, so they put it out there for it to be critiqued.
Second thing I was curious about too. Second thing I was curious about too was
let's jump into the shit. Fuck that.
Second thing, right? Second thing I was curious about too, though, was I understand with the length of the video, especially to make it kind of more digestible, and them having 30+ songs on here, that they could only show snippets of the choreo. I didn't know if they were judging it specifically based on like the hook choreo or like the bridge choreo. I mean, I assume they're doing the all-encompassing choreo of the song and only able to show kind of certain clips, but that was something that kind of had my interest as well.
I might have this ranked a little higher than 21 as well.
I mean, I'm Man too.
Yeah, but that's why that shit is hard. It's just like once you start, you could tell somebody like, yo, my top 10 BTS choreos is this, and then we throw in 2 B-sides, and people start scratching their head.
It was some gems that they got that I have very high that she did put high, like Fire and Best of Me.
Where the fuck am I wrong at?
Dog, like.
I'm still curious on.
Yeah, I'm very curious about.
None of those songs are on this.
Nothing from there.
That album
Filter's not on there.
Okay, so it's based on the
solo
album.
songs.
Let me find out sis got copywritten or something when she tried to throw them on there and was like, let me take a few of these joints off.
Take Dynamite off.
Because Dynamite's not up there. For whatever you want to say, Permission to Dance.
Well, she said BTS because I was about to say fucking Filter, Jim and Lie, Stigma. It was no solo song, so maybe that was a pre-caveat.
No, I believe that.
Kind of like none of the solo stuff. Because even they started with the whole joint and shit.
I gotta admit though, these are problems in a good way in the sense that when you have that kind of discography as BTS does, to even have that conversation that all these choreos, there's no
Some
way
groups
that's
might be
not top
grasping
30.
at straws after 10.
Yeah, that's basically.
I said I didn't. Well, none of my olds fit that category.
No, none of mine either. I'm straight. I'm cool.
My olds is good.
My niggas can have 30 minutes on their joints. All my
My joint can do a version, so I'm cool. Like I said, the other thing was
some groups be 10 in, be like,
I thought Fake Love is a lot more difficult than Run. Run is actually very simple, but that stuck out to me.
I would
Yeah,
want
they
to.
gonna clap you in the comments for that one.
Oh, the simple. Like,
no,
you don't
it's not
fucking
simple.
know
How
what
do you know
arm had to
what-
do that.
I said it's simpler than that.
Yeah, they still gonna clap.
Oh, they can. Guess what?
Mind you, the video says difficulty levels, so
Yeah.
you're ultimately using a synonym by saying simpler, as though the other one was more difficult.
Yeah, they'll listen to me now because of Kurt, because of the teacher. I'm just saying. Like,
You didn't say it the right way.
Yeah, Kurt got it.
Nah,
Kurt did.
I wonder, did they take like some of like the BTS interviews with them talking about like the level of difficulty for each song
Yeah,
and
that's
factor that in versus anything else
Dope
and stuff.
definitely oversaved me. I'm sorry.
Also, though, yeah, I mean, if there's any kind of like behind the scenes on choreos being performed that had put the members through more
They
to
said
perform.
DNA. That's how I knew DNA was gonna be.
Like I could see like things like that, like
that
moving
footwork
a
from
couple up
DNA
the list.
fucks your shit up. Like
Literally, one of the first big things I heard when I like jumped into this was like DNA kind of changed shit with choreo and shit when it came out. So I bet a lot of shit
I know Blood,
changed.
Sweat, and Tears had to just shake everything up.
Remember we said I know the Army normally gives us like 5 or 6 times. I count about 10 or 15 times
Yeah.
things might have got changed.
I was like, no, I know for sure they didn't know what to do with
If I'm
it.
not
when
mistaken,
phone
too,
calls got made.
DNA was performed AMAs or one of those
DNA was
American.
the one they premiered
But
at
I'm
the
saying,
end.
mind
That was
you,
their first
if you
premiere.
weren't partial to seeing choreo, especially to that level, on top of the song, that would have wowed you immediately.
Oh,
So
Well, you
all that
probably
to
weren't-
say,
you probably weren't seeing that in K-pop. I mean, I think by this time, America's Best Dance Crew was on TV for like 3 or 4 years. Man.
okay.
Spring Day got
They were
sneaky
seeing
choreo.
choreo out there, but they probably weren't seeing it translated over to what they were doing in their industry.
Yeah. Honest question: does that choreo also include performing songs with it, or is it just the dancing itself? Because I'm saying like the straining of hitting your notes while like performing the choreo.
yeah.
I would take that into consideration with any.
I mean,
like,
at this point, we really don't know. We're all kind of just guessing because we didn't
yeah,
make the
yeah.
list, so we don't know what the qualifications are or the criteria are. We're just looking at the numbers and trying to put it together.
I mean, 'cause you saw
as a
Jim hit
quarter
that
to
note
what
after,
we
like-
want. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. You
When
could.
you start being sarcastic.
sarcastic. Yeah.
we're just-
Some of them, some of this shit make sense though.
No,
Idol
some of it
top
doesn't
10
make
makes
sense,
I
but
was just saying, that's just funny.
I was shocked though.
Yeah.
I was shocked in a good way that they gave a lot of love to older tracks though. That was something I was a little shocked at.
But that's why
good
this is. That's why I said the difficulty level might have been different for them when they were
somebody get this man a award.
the difficulty level for them may have been different when they were kids versus like now. Like they might look at something like, yo, I got Dynamite's choreo, which wasn't even up here. Like, you know, that's easier to do versus me having to learn We Are Bulletproof, and I didn't know how to dance at all.
Hell yeah.
Shit, all their dance practices from their first 2 albums might be up here because it was harder for them to get
Like,
into
as we get
everything.
closer to the top, it seems like it was more geared towards moments than anything. And like, Not Today has a hot
Which
moment.
is what I judge most. Saying nah.
No, I mean, and that's fair. That's fair because like the nickel and dime. I don't want to say nickel. Oh yeah, whatever. Like the basic choreo that you go through during the verses might not be as much as the bridge, or it might not be as big a moment as you when you get to the hook or things like that. So they kind of gauge on the big moments once the choreography starts getting generic in between like the verses or whatever.
This is elegant.
So I mean, I can get that, but this is kind of like something like Blood, Sweat, and Tears is like kind of elegant and contemporary all the way through, which is probably like a change from what they were doing prior to, and just give it a different look. Like we said before, just most of the stuff from Map of Seven Souls, so Black Swan's not on there. The contemporary of Black Swan, the military drill of On is not on there. Dying Ice is on there because it was on a previous album before and it was re-released on Map of Soul. But like you got things like that, you know what I mean?
I think Blood, Sweat, and Tears might be one of the most beautiful choreographies just ever to me. Crotch grabbing included. I'll be fair. Crotch grabbing included. Okay. Is just so beautiful. And of course, DNA and Blood, Sweat, and Tears are tied for me just in everything. Choreo, video, the vocals, all that shit. It's just, they both OT7 songs for me. But DNA is just like that fun, super like upbeat one. And Blood, Sweat, and Tears is when I want to be like sexy and kind of like, you know.
Correction too for myself. This is 3 years, not 7. 7 was all the newer shit we did and the other stuff we're gonna do today. 3 is this is 3 years, so that makes sense why On and other shit isn't on here now.
Okay.
It wasn't out yet.
I was like, bro, ain't no way.
It wasn't
like
out
7
yet.
months.
Yeah, no, I had to jump and start reading the comments for their video just to kind of gauge the room.
But I mean, even if it was made 7 months ago, if there was a cutoff, which there clearly was, then I mean, you know what I mean? I can understand that. Because it's consistent.
Yeah, because if that's the case and it's just before, like, you know, like episode 7 and before B, they wouldn't have a chance to include Butter, Dynamite, like On or anything else, like, you know what I mean, from there.
Imagine they had to re-release for like Run BTS.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty high in my joint now, too, and shit.
Yeah.
So I can,
In
tell me what
fairness,
you want. I could arguably see that being like top 15, top 10.
No, definitely.
That's crazy though, and honestly, it's really incredible how that kind of shifts the metric as far as like if this was crazy 6 years ago and this was like the level 10, then now your 10 is up here, or now it's got to be an 11 or 12 for difficulty, like just because it's like, oh nah, they did this, and that's like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So just raising the bar consistently through.
Yeah, I think some of the things get bumped off the list. Like a lot of, like all these last couple joints definitely get bumped off. But I mean, a lot of that comes with like growth and like just being more technical and also changing the choreographers. You know, when they got Sienna, a lot more of their stuff got way more complex and way more hard hitting, way more musicology or
Musicality.
Couldn't think of the word. Musicality. When hitting the notes or the beats or the rhythms or whatever. Whereas before it's just kind of like, you know, basic 1 2 1 2 1 2. Now they're hitting like everything. You're dancing on syllables, hi hats, snares. Like you're hitting every part of the beat, and it's very difficult to do. So with that, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure it knocks a couple of the stuff off.
Yeah, that's how come I would like to see. Like remember we did the Jim and John where he was doing like his stuff to Black Swan and he was talking about it. Mm-hmm. I would like to kind of hear them discuss just like the difficulty level with stuff, because I guess I want to know like how they approach certain things. I feel like Hope might look at something and just be like, all right, I kind of got it, and someone else might be like, even if it's Cookie or somebody else, which he probably picks up the choreo fast too. Yeah. But just like
that's
what's
what I noticed with JK. Whereas like the other two had their very, you know, distinct kind of styles and everything. I feel like he's very malleable and picks up.
He'll probably pick it up fast.
Yeah, but that certainly adds to the difficulty. If I'm more contemporary and this is more hip hop kind of centric or something like that, I might have to move my body differently.
Yeah, you got
now
to
clearly they've been doing this for over a decade and they're well, you know, trained in doing those things. But I imagine it would be a shift in mentality, a shift in training. You know, those kind of things.
That's why I said
I'm sure that factors into the difficulty.
Yeah, and that's why I said I wanted to like, because difficult. How can I word this? It's all that. Like difficulty may be where we're so elite now at what we do. Even if this choreo looks difficult, it's not, because now I'm elite at what I do.
And one thing I'll say too, just to piggyback off that point. When we saw J-Hope talking about when he was talking with the other trainees during the one reaction.
Oh yeah.
When he was talking about fake love specifically, and he was saying, no, you're literally marionetted, right? Like you're on strings. You have to throw your body.
You got to throw your body into the dance moves.
You have to throw your body this way, and when you have to fall, you have to really fall, and then when you get picked back up, you have to like almost be summoned back up. Mm-hmm. Like it was like all these intricacies in the way you throw and surrender your body and your muscles to the story that you're trying to tell. You can't tell me that isn't top 10 as far as demanding on your body and things of that nature. And I'm not saying that as far as factoring into this list or anything like that, but I'm saying that's one example of how the members would specifically see a choreo differently than the piece of the puzzle that they fit in the larger picture with, you know, regards to group choreo.
I love that moment. Was y'all here? Was y'all with us when we was watching the Edge on?
Word a homo?
No, we're...
I believe it was a Rise of Bang episode, if I'm not mistaken.
J-Hope was just in the
when he talking about the trainees,
and ran up on the trainees. Well, I said ran up on them like ran.
Yeah, you make it sound scary. Hope would never.
Nah, I just find it amazing when like the young boys see BTS and that shit is just like, oh my god, they ain't here with us.
They're like in tears, like everything. It's incredible.
Yeah, but keep you anything else from there?
No, I thought it was good. I thought the list was pretty solid. I mean, obviously, there's some things I'll move up and some things I'll move down. But, you know, it's all relative. Like the Stephen A list is fluid. It's fluid. You know, I mean, it is what it is. And it's also subject to, like, interpretation for whatever you like as a specific person or whatever style you like, whatever. So, I mean, it's really not much going back and forth. It just really kind of is what it is. But I would just kind of move some things up and slide some things down.
Yeah, guys, but be on the lookout for our personal top 5, top 10 choreos. We're going to do this with each group, actually, especially as we get familiar with more groups and everything like that. We'll be give you guys little fun vids like that. Everybody's top 10 choreos and such.
Some groups don't have 10.
Mine do.
I was low-key shocked that Jump wasn't somewhere in there, too.
Yeah, you know how I feel about Jump. Zach, anything else you want to add, bro?
A Miggity Mac Daddy?
Yep. Jump in the comments. Tell us how y'all feel about this. I'm not going to give y'all too much homework and tell y'all to give us like your top 50. But definitely give us like your top 5 choreos from them or like, you know, sleeper choreos from them. If you're not subscribed to the channel, at this point, I don't know what's going on with you. You can't just be here just bickering and not be subscribed. You're going to talk shit, at least be subscribed. Let's have fun here. And if you like content like this, jump on the Patreon, man. It's a crazy month, especially for Army. We're going crazy with the BTS content. Today is going to be special on there. Whole month crazy. We on there. Make sure y'all jump into the 1 chip challenge. Love y'all, Army. We're going to holler at y'all.
Take
Peace.
Care.